How's it going? Get this started here. It's public. Looks like it's working. Let me start up the other one. I do multi-streaming. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna be on topic, and I'll respond to any chats that are not on topic if they show up after I'm all done with the review. There we go. How's it going? Let's see if this is working properly. It looks like it. Got another drink to review today. I do have a few other things, but they're not on Amazon, so probably not a big reason for me to do those. But yeah, we've got this very blue can of energy drink to try out today. It's called the 3D Energy Blueberry Mist. I have had some of this brand, but I don't think I've tried this one, so should be interesting. Obviously, this is a live stream, so if you are wanting to talk or type, technically, if you want to type something out and ask about anything, I'll try to hopefully notice it and respond. But I'm going to do this in a little review format, of course. Try it out. I'll look at it, try it out, type of thing. All right, let's start off with the information. So they call it an energy drink. This is 16 fluid ounce, 473 milliliters. They say energy evolved, zero sugar, no dye, no artificial dyes, 200 milligrams of caffeine. So it's got quite a bit of caffeine in here. Nutrition facts. We've got 10 calories for the can. 135 milligrams of sodium, 2 grams of total carbohydrates. It has niacin, 32 milligrams. These are kind of hard to read on here. I think it says B6 and B. I can't even tell. It has B vitamins and pantothenic acid. And then we've got a cautionary thing about caffeine on the back, as well as all the ingredients. These are also very difficult to read. Carbonated water, citric acid, malic acid, sodium citrate, natural flavors, sucralose, which is a sugar alternative. So just know that's in here. That's going to be the sweetener. Caffeine, ANHYDROUS, and hydro, whatever that is. Potassium sorbate, which is a preservative. Sodium bicarbonate, also preservative. We've got it's B3. Yeah, it's really hard to read these. I'll just show it on screen. But there's some other ingredients, taurine and acetylflame potassium, which is another sugar alternative. I'm not sure what the brand name is for that offhand. It has B6, B12. Yeah. So best of luck reading that. And I wasn't pretty much not able to. I think the printing is off. I can also zoom in. And then there's the ingredients. That's pretty decent. Yeah, so quite a bit in here with the ingredients. It's a pretty traditional energy drink with the what's inside because they tend to be zero sugar. I mean, obviously half of them are tend to be zero sugar, but the sweeteners that it has in here are just traditional ones, classic ones. So the sucralose and the azaflame potassium, that's over here. Yeah. There's the nutrition facts again. All right. 3D energy. I'm not sure how it's 3D. All right. I think we're good on that. Pop this thing open. Oh, it's got a painted top to the can. That's kind of cool. Bottom's just generic. Here we go. It did say no artificial dyes, which I think is good. The carbonation looks clean, clear. Nice. All right. Not much to the look of it, but I think that's fine. Does have a berry smell to it. No surprise. Because it's the blueberry mist. And oh, it says naturally and artificially flavored. Doesn't smell bad. It smells pretty decent. All right, let's try this thing out. I'm not used to the standard energy drinks these days. It's pretty sweet. It has sourness to it from the citric acid and the malic acid, which are up towards the top of the list of ingredients, I think. So that basically means that they're higher on the percentages of what's in it. So, yeah, it's carbonated water, citric acid, malic acid, and then sodium citrate, I think, and then the flavoring. So, definitely more of a sour type of vibe to it. It doesn't taste bad by any means. I can taste some sort of berry like flavor. Obviously, to me, it doesn't taste natural like a real berry, but it's a berry flavor. So, and then the artificial sweeteners, they obviously have a bit of an aftertaste to them in the combo of sucralose and acetylene potassium. You know, if you're used to artificial sweeteners, you're just gonna be used to it. But if you don't usually drink those, it's noticeable, and it's not gonna be like table sugar, cane sugar. And it's got like a slickness to the it it feels different than water, of course, or any type of like carbonated drink that's just sweetened with table sugar or whatever. It's different feeling. Yeah. I feel like this is just going to be something that if you're used to artificially sweetened drinks and you like berry flavored things, this is kind of to me the generic equivalent of that combination of stuff. And for what it is, it's fine or whatever. I wouldn't go out of my way to drink this. to, I wouldn't go and be like, man, I want my 3D energy today. But it depends. If you are okay with the flavor and the what it's sweetened with, then sure, yeah. It's not anything crazy. It has no fake coloring in it. That's good. So it's a clear liquid. Carbonation's nice. The flavor is fine. It's just some sort of berry type flavor to me. I don't really know if I could describe any more than that. Let's see. I would say the carbonation from the can is on the higher end, which if you like carbonated drinks, this one will probably be a good fit. It works fine if you pour it in a glass. You could add some water or something, which that might even be a better route for this one is to add some ice and have it in glass, and that would cut down on the artificial sugar prominence, I think. So, yeah. And the spectrum of energy drinks, this one's not crazy. It fits and it's using all the traditional ingredients, and I think it's fine. It's 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is some of them are like 300. So 200 is more than a coffee by like double. Uh, and obviously, I mean, this is a larger can than a usual coffee, but maybe not double the caffeine. Although 200 is, in my opinion, quite a bit. So if you're okay with a lot of caffeine, you see this somewhere, you're like, okay, I like berry flavor stuff. You might as well try it. But like I said, I personally wouldn't go out of my way to get this and drink it. So yeah, that was the 3D Energy Blueberry Mist energy drink. All right. If there's no questions or anything, I'm probably going to head out. I do have a few other things, but it wasn't on Amazon. So oddly enough, I could pop this open if anyone wants me to. But it's just a sparkling water with some sugar in it. And then these, sadly, were not on Amazon either. But they look cool. Anyways, you can probably find those locally if you want to look for those. Yeah. So, in summary, this is fine. If you like generic berry flavor, you like energy drinks, you're okay with sucralose and aspartame, potassium, artificial sweeteners, yeah, try it out. Okay. I'm going to head out. We'll be back at some point with another stream, of course. Maybe, hopefully, at some point, I'll be doing something besides drink reviews, but we'll see. So, yeah. All right. Let's see, that's good. So I could do these other ones on the other two streams. Just do a screen cap of this. I like to track my stats. So I'm pretty sure I did a video on this one before, but I can pop it open. So the gist is that it's sparkling water and they add some sugar to it. Let's see. This is the convicted melon one. It's 20 calories for the can, 4 grams of total sugars, and then the ingredients are carbonated water, agave nectar, which is the sweetener, citric acid, natural flavors, which is water, paprika, and lime. So pretty simple beverage. It's gonna have some blueberry mist in there, but it's fine. Yeah, so no artificial color to it, which is nice. You can see the carbonation. It's interesting how the two different drinks look different when they're poured. So this has smaller bubbles than the other one. It's kind of interesting. Let's do a smell test. It does have a melon-like smell to it. All right. Yeah, the carbonation is so much less in this one comparatively to this one. It's a lot different, a lot less noticeable. Yeah, with this, I get more of, like, if you were to eat some of the rind of a melon, a watermelon specifically, that's kind of like what the flavor is. Yeah, it's a little sour, or like a unripe watermelon. You're getting close to the rind. So when you scoop out a watermelon and then you're all done with the red part, but there's like there's the edges where you've got some of the rind and some of the melon that's like a mix between red and white. That's kind of what this tastes like. It's a little sour. It's a little unripe melon flavor. Straight from the can. In this case, I'd say drink it from the can so you get more carbonation. And it's very minimally sweetened. It has that agave nectar, but it's only 4 grams for this entire can, which is 19.2 fluid ounce, 568 milliliters. I'm not streaming to Amazon, so I can talk about pricing and stuff. Sorry, carbonation is getting to me. Oh man. This specific one I got at Dollar Tree. Liquid Death, they're changing their everything. So they're selling these little cans now. And this is kind of like they still make this and they still sell it, but at random places like Five Below and Dollar Tree and wherever. So I wouldn't, like, for example, this is $1.25 at Dollar Tree, but then you might find them at like $2 or over $2 at other places. And that's just feels like too much. So $1.25, I think it's okay for the price if you can find it. But then there are a bunch of other more interesting flavors. Like there's some tea ones, there's some like this that are again different flavors. This one's one of the OGs, one of the originals that they had sold, and I think it's fine for what it is. Like I said, it's got that unripe melon type flavor to it, and the sweetener that they use seems pretty good. Again, it's the agave nectar, but it's very minimal. It's not. It's 20 calories for this can, and it's a big can. It's 4 grams of total sugars, so it's not very sweet, is what I'm trying to say. But I think for what it is, it's fine, especially if you get it at a cheap price. But it's kind of hard to find it cheap unless you just go to Dollar Tree for this specific one. I think they're fine. I like them. I just wish stuff was cheaper, I guess I should say. Anyways, that's that. And we've got these cheddar flavored Pokemon styled goldfish. This is 6.6 ounce for this bag. This is like the standard bag size. We can go over the ingredients and stuff. Serving size is 54 pieces, 30 grams. 140 calories for the serving, 5 grams of total fat, 1 gram of saturated fat, 5 milligrams of cholesterol, 250 milligrams of sodium. They've got 20 total carbohydrates, less than 1 gram of dietary fiber, 0 grams of total sugars. Then inside there, we've got 30 milligrams of calcium, 1.3 milligrams of iron, 0.15 milligrams of thiamine, thiamin, and then niacin, 2.3 milligrams, and then folate, 75 milligrams, DFE, 20%, 45 mcg of folic acid, whatever all that is. And then like with the strawberry one, it was like, there's a stream on it on the channel. So it was strawberry something goldfish. That was really good. Obviously a smaller package. But they say made with smiles and on the ingredients list, which is cute. Enriched wheat flour, which is a mix of ingredients. Cheddar cheese. Vegetable oil. Yeah, all these things they list like sub ingredients, which is good. So you know what you're getting. Annatto, which is the culture stuff to make cheese, I think. Or it's something to, in the cheese making process. It's either rennet or in this case the A. I could be wrong. I had to research cheese making. ANNATTO, whatever that is. Okay. And then contains 2% or less of the following, which is yeast, sugar, autolyzed yeast extract. Yeah. Paprika. So they put paprika in this thing, and then they put it in the drink too. That's a popular one, I guess. I'm not sure what it adds, but it's in here. Spices, celery, onion powder, monocalcium phosphate, baking soda. Contains wheat and milk. And this is the Pepperidge Farm Company in Camden, New Jersey. It says contains bioengineered food ingredients from soy, sugar, and canola. And this product may come from genetically modified crops. So I think in the farming industry, they're doing these modified crops to make them more resistant to bugs and things. But then they're also selling them like a product that they have to, companies like this have to, if they're growing them, or, I mean, whoever's in between the making of the seeds or whatever, which is the engineered stuff, and the ones that grow it. I think they're doing it like a service now, which is kind of crazy. And they're basically making whatever. I don't need to get into it. I would have to research it more, Joe. But that's kind of what the bioengineering aspect is that they're changing the crops to make them more resistant to bugs and water. You know, if they struggle to get water at some point or whatever, they're more resistant to issues. But I don't think it necessarily is bad or anything like that. You'd have to do your own research and understand what all that means in practice. That's that. We've got the crew. I did play the original Pokemon, and it was actually through emulation. So take that for what what it is. I did have a original Game Boy, but by the time that this game came out, I wasn't really using it. I eventually sold it on eBay. Anyways, I did play the original once through. I think it was years after it came out, and I played the blue version. So my OG Pokemon was Squirtle, and I do still play Pokemon Go very casually when I walk around and stuff. And I pretty much just do a few things here and there with the game and give gifts to the few people that still play it and and such in the game. Anyways, this is kind of a cool branding thing. It's pretty cute. So you've got different shapes, it looks like. We can pop this open and see. Oh, it's got a sticker on it. This is an actual sticker. I don't know if I can get the camera to focus inside there, but you can see them. And there's a lot of the generic ones. I've got a plate for this. Just trying to shield the light a little bit. Yeah, there's a mix of the standard ones and then the Pokemon branded ones. I'll hold the one up to the camera a second here. So there's the Pokeball thing. Oops, this one is rotated. Oh, the Pikachu. Oh man. It looks whoops. Uh the Pikachu shape doesn't exactly translate amazingly well to the he looks cracked out. Oh my gosh. So there's whoops. Everything's reversed for me on the camera, so it's kind of weird, but yeah. This is like a Halloween Nightmare version of Pikachu. I mean this one's not terrible. This one's just A block. Oh, wait. Okay. I mean, I guess it's not bad. It just looks a little weird. Yeah, I guess that's not too bad. And this thing is kind of darker on one side. Yeah, I guess it's not too bad. If you look close, it looks more normal than from far away. This one didn't turn out quite as... Yeah. This one's more puffy. All right. So that's that. Guess I'll try the Pikachu ones first. I mean, these are just standard. Throw some of the Pokeballs in there. I actually kind of like the Pokeball ones because they're very simple. Just a square. They should probably sell like a... I mean, I guess it's not as cool as the OG. I feel like if these are a little bit bigger, you could use these to build things with. I don't think they taste any different. Yeah, if you like Goldfish crackers, but you want something more interesting, these are fine. You know, it's basically the same thing. They just look different, which I think is fine. It's cool. Fun little collaborative thing with Pokemon and the Goldfish Cracker Company. It's a Pepperidge Farm. Yeah, very nice. That was the Pokemon shape, standard cheddar basic Goldfish Crackers. So we've got Pikachu on there. Yeah, very cool. It's got a little bit of a fun addition to it if you're into Pokemon. I got these at a local place, so, you know, just go to your local supermarket or whatever. You'll probably find them right now, which is February 2026. All right. I'm going to sign out of the food stream. Hopefully, if you see it after the fact, you enjoy it. See ya. Peace to food stuff.